Hello.
Hey Kendra, how are you?
Good. What's your name, baby?
Sunny.
Sunny, where you calling me from?
From Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Yes, ma'am.
How old are you, Sunny? Say what?
Is it loud in here? Can you
I
hear
can't
me?
hear you though.
Okay. I'm 21.
21, you look very pretty.
Thank you.
Las Vegas, 21. What do you do for a living, mama?
I work in customer service.
You work in customer service. Do you have any children?
No children.
Your head's kind of cut off. Can you bring the camera up a little bit? I would like to see your full head. All right. No children, customer service. What's your zodiac sign?
Sagittarius.
Do you want your head to be cut off on purpose? Okay. Sagittarius.
Kendra.
This is Sunny, Las Vegas, 21, Sagittarius, customer service. No
Need
kid.
to cut top of her head off.
What you looking for, baby?
So I'm looking for someone older. Older than me, so
train conductor hat.
And they're like 40s.
So you want to go 20 years older?
That's what she said.
Yeah.
So tell us why. So you know why? Because when men go on my show,
why.
And they're 45 or 40, and they refer to girl in their 20s, the women go off on them. They say, "Oh, you just want a girl that you can mold.
You the only one to go off on them.
Be your daughter. Why would you want a girl so young?" So this is the opposite. You're 21 and you want a man in his 40s. So tell us why.
Well, I'm just like, I've been with guys my age and it's just not really, they're really immature. I almost feel like I'm like mothering them in a way. And it's like, I'm the one teaching them. They don't really have anything to teach or to bring to the table. So that's why I prefer to date older. Plus I'm pretty mature as well. So yeah.
Okay.
Look.
So
check
you
that
want
out.
somebody 40 and up?
Yes. Preferably.
Okay. Preferably. What else? What else you desire?
I just want someone who is loyal, who is intelligent. They have something that they can, teach me, whether that be, just like life experience and things like that. Someone who's just in touch with their emotions, like they're emotionally mature as well. Like they can understand their own emotions. They can help me with mine, things like that. And someone who's also just stable, emotionally, just stable.
Okay.
So, poster to be with.
Okay.
That makes sense.
What's your deal breakers?
So this is Miss Sunny, Las Vegas.
LV.
This video is from a year ago, but this is the most pleasant guest, young lady that I have ever seen come on the KendraG show. So we just had to bring this one to you so you can see the contrast of the different ladies that come on here and guests that come on here. So we'll get more into it, why she's pleasant, but you can see like she's just so spoken. Pleasant.
Right.
Is the word I have for her. Pleasant.
And
go ahead.
She definitely seems to have the right idea to a certain extent of, wanting to learn and be open to learn and what she wants out of her life, as a young lady moving forward. I'm not going to say, not all young men, this is not a blanket statement, but as a young man, me being once a young man in her age, like, things are a little bit unstable, even for young men. There's stability in there. I'm not talking about just only in earnings, but I mean in what you see your life, but you're still forming as a youth where you want to, channel your life and what you want to get out of life. So she wants somebody who's a little older, more established, who knows what they want out of life and things along that line. So,
And I would have to agree with her on men your age might be a little bit immature. Like they do say that women mature faster and things like that. And if you are marriage minded around this age, you might have to go a little bit older. Not to say that men your age wouldn't be marriage minded, but they might not. Like T just said, that, you know, they're trying to find stability, either it's financially, emotionally, you know, just finding stability in his life and finding his purpose and what his vision for life is. Yeah. So he may not, you know, or he might still be out there. Like, he don't want to be married just yet. That could come in the future. But as when you're a younger woman and you're marriage minded, we don't have time, you know, have that. We don't have the luxury of that time. So this is why younger women go for older men. And this is why older men go for younger women, because, you know, she just said she's coachable. She wants someone to learn from, someone to teach her, someone that has life experiences and things like that. So I understand it. You know, when I was her age, the guys I dated, they're not really marriage minded. You know, they're still, we in college. Absolutely. Ain't nobody trying to get married just yet.
It's not the number one
in the
priority.
Future. So it's, I get it. So I get where she's coming from. Like, so you do want someone, as a woman, you do want someone to be able to teach you, you know, if he's going to be the leader, the head of the household, someone that is going to have that sense of authority and responsibility to lead this household, you know?
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Deal breaker is, that's a good question. Deal breaker. I mean, I would say dishonesty. I like someone that just knows who they are. So I would say a deal breaker is just like the type of person that's just different in every room that they walk in, and they feel like they have to change who they are, like a chameleon. I want someone that just knows who they are. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
The cousins are telling me to ask you, do you want a sugar daddy?
I mean, I'm definitely open to it, but I actually want to marry an older man. So a sugar daddy, that's not really like a marriage situation. That's just like an arrangement. So I would actually prefer to like marry someone that's older and established and has everything in their life kind of already. I just don't want to build a man. Long story short, I don't want to build a man, and a lot of men my age, I would be building them or building with them, and that's not what I want.
No. When you get married, do you not want to work anymore, or do you want to work still?
If you want to add something.
The sugar daddy situation, you know, she was aware, you know, that's a fleeting thing. She want all the resources. That's not in a negative way. I'm not saying that in a negative way, like she's gold digging or something, but I don't want the little crumbs he gonna piece me off with. She wants to be married, his wife, and, you know, access to all the resources that he had. That's an aware perspective from her side. But then she also said she didn't want to build a man, or she didn't want to build with a man. Those are two different talking points right there. And it seems that a lot of people, a lot of women get these things confused to, you know, the aspect of building with a man and building a man. Those are two totally different things. Me and Queen had this conversation one time off air, outside the show. And it was really profound. And when you understand the difference in those two things, you can operate and maneuver accordingly. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And she says she didn't want to build a man. So meaning she don't want to be your mama, because she's saying the men her age, she got to mother them and things like that. So I get it. I get it. As women, we're not supposed to build men. So all these hyena talking points about building a man, that you're not supposed to build a man. He's supposed to already be a man when you meet him. Ain't no building a man. Now, I don't know how she feel about building with a man. She doesn't really go into that, I don't think. But I think you as a woman, you need to be flexible enough to build with a man. Like, let's put our resources together or put our heads together to see what we can come together and do. Like if we want to have, a family, kids, buy a house, save for retirement and things like that, we're going to have to build together. So we have to work together. Actually, that's all we're doing. Building together is just working together for the success of our future. That's all. So,
like I said, and she used those terms interchangeably, and I just wanted to highlight that those are not the same thing. Where the frustration with our young ladies and our ladies period is they try to build men. You can't do that. Building with a man who's already got the drive, the ambition, the work ethic, and everything that's already lined up in his masculinity, his manhood, his provision, to build with him on top of that to get to the goal that everybody wants to get to. That's different than you trying to get a buster off the couch, dust them all, and make them go to work. You can't do that. You'll never find success in that. You can't build a man. It's actually impossible. But you can definitely build with a man. And we need to separate those two terms and not let them get muddied. Words have meaning. So when we come up here, we say certain things, and I don't know how they hit to the audience or even in your daily life, the listener and anybody who's picking up this content. Words have meaning. So you have to interchange and know what's what and, what's this and what's that. So that's why I wanted to just step in and say that. Well, we can continue.
I get what you're saying. Let me just add this other part because I think it goes with it. So that, I don't want to date a man off of potential. We hear that talking point too. And it goes along with building with a man. So you're not supposed to date a man that you have to, like he has let's say he's a horrible individual, but he has a inkling of potential to be a good man. If these are the men that they're talking about, they have to build. So you take somebody that is horrible and try to get him up to good, just him being a man. That's the dating. That's who they date for potential. Yeah. That's who they're talking about.
Right.
So the good man that you're supposed to date, he's already a man when you meet him, but you're dating him for potential in the sense of he's greatness. good, and he has the potential to be great.
Right.
So that means to me, no matter what, okay, I got a good man. No matter if he never achieved greatness, he's still going to be a good man.
He's a good man as he is right now, as he stands today.
Right. I'm content where he's at right now.
Absolutely.
So don't let that fool you too. Oh, I ain't dating for potential. So she probably dating men that's in that bad to good category.
Right.
It goes together.
That makes sense. Yeah.
I would prefer not to, or if I did work under my husband.
Okay. So you really want to be either a housewife or a woman working with a man that already has his own company.
Yes, Kendra.
Exactly.
Okay. So let's get here. Does he got to make a certain amount of money?
Like I said, stability. He needs to be able to take care of himself well. Stability and comfortability, where we could be comfortable, go out, go on vacations, do things, and it's not, struggle. I don't want any struggle love. So I don't have a dollar bill exactly, but yeah.
And you want him to be able, when you guys go out, he's the breadwinner, so he's paying for everything.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Could he have kids already?
I don't mind. I would prefer older kids. I don't want them to be young. I don't want to raise any kids.
Do you want kids yourself?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
Okay. So I know you're not throwing a dollar amount out, but if
she
you get
wants
married,
you to tell her.
So you don't want a 50-50 situation, when it comes to taking care of finances. You want him to be 100%?
Yes, Kendra.
Yeah, no 50-50. That's
okay.
I wouldn't even do that with someone younger. So if you're older and you I think older men, they know what comes along with being with a younger woman. And I mean, so yeah, I'm not doing a 50-50. I'm good on that.
Comes along with being with a younger woman if you're an older man?
From an older woman. Older woman. Look at her. Look at KendraG. And do y'all notice the different skin tone? Now, we've been doing some of her newer videos.
Yeah.
This is an older video. I just want to point that out. Like, Kendra.
She claims she's so proud to be dark skinned, but she's getting lighter and lighter.
Right. She's probably super light on the newer videos. I got to go back and look. But anyways, older woman. So what is it? What type of benefits do he get for being with a younger woman? We all know. Kendra.
Come on. You've been around long enough. A woman of your vintage, you know how this thing works, Kendra.
You know.
Please.
So the 50-50 thing, I know this is such a debate on the internet and all of that. I really feel like we can't really put a number on this. Oh, I'm going 50, you going 50, you do 60, I do 40. It's just what our household needs. Like sometimes, okay, well, I might have to do 60, you might have to do 40. Like if we building together, we are in this together. It's not, oh, you do this much and I do that much. That gets too much. You know, of
itemize.
course,
Itemize.
Right. And I do believe that as women, we can't carry the household for a long time. We can do short bursts. So, you know, okay, if something happened to you, the finances or whatever, I'm prepared. I need to be prepared to take on the finances. That's what I'm supposed to do as your support. But to have the weight of the bills on me, I'm not supposed to do that. I can take care of myself individually. And I know people don't understand this concept. I can take care of myself as a woman individually. But taking care of a man, kids, myself, we're not equipped to do all of that. Not for a long time. We can do it yes, it's too strenuous. But I'm here. I'm supposed to be your support. I'm supposed to be your helpmeet.
Absolutely.
This is my job.
Right.
So that's where that 50-50 conversation is bothering me. Like we might have to change the finances around to meet certain things. Like we have to be able to work together somehow. And you know, you as the man, I think you would understand, okay, I can't take care of the household forever. Like you're gonna have to get back out there and
ASAP, as soon as possible.
and do it. Like we have a family. Like the weight is going to crush me.
It will. Or it's going to drive a wedge into you know, the respect level. A lot of things get compromised when, you know, the dynamics are totally flipped for an extended period of time. Like that's a given. You know, women are strong in certain ways and stronger than men in certain ways. But when we talk about household provision and providing and taking care of, they can do that for themselves. They can do it for their children. That's facts. When you throw a man in there, things get twisted. So, you know, if that's the situation at hand, she's got to pay 100 for a short amount of time. That's something that's got to be done in an emergency scenario. It's fine, but it shouldn't be an extended period of time. 50-50 is, like you said, it all depends on the household. If the household will operate more optimally with us going 50-50, then maybe that would be what it has to be. You know, as far as preferential, I prefer to pay 100. That's me. Like, as a man, I would prefer to pay the 100. But at the same time, the ability for you to go out and be a resourceful woman and bring in something is enough for, you know, for the situation. You can do it. That don't mean you have to. You might not have to pay anything. But I know if worse came to worse, things went left that you could go do something. And then as a woman, you have your own needs that I might not be privy to. So just you earning a little money, it ain't gonna really do nothing for the house. That's really more for you to take care of what you need to take care of. Everything else is taken care of. You know what I mean? So this dynamic could go either way. It depends on the individuals in the household.
Yes.
There's no right or wrong. It's going to be on a case by case basis. But for the record, for anybody listening, I'm of the proponent of 100% of the bills. Man pay 100% of the bill. That's my preference. It might not always shake out to be that way. It might be 80-20, 75-25, 50-50, whatever the hell it might shake out to be.
Yeah.
But I think as a man, you should always pay the lion's share of the bills and not be dependent on a woman or anybody else, for that matter, to take care of your bills. That's just me.
And you know what? I'll just piggyback off of that statement. And the reason why is because the authority that comes with it. Like, if you go in there, if you're paying the bills for your household as a man, okay, you can make decisions, believe it or not. You know, you're providing all the resources. You're taking care of everybody up in here. So, because a lot of women, right, wrong, or indifferent, this is just what happens. Oh, he not paying all the bills. He can't tell me nothing. Okay, he paying all the bills. Now, as you go listen, you know, so it's it's having that. We're not saying just go in there and pay all the bills. We're not even telling you to do that. But I'm saying if you paying all the bills, we're not saying don't have no authority. You better have some authority in that household.
Yeah,
that's your household. You're funding this whole operation.
What did James Brown say? Paid the cost to be the boss. That's how it goes. Man. That's it.
Right. You're running that. And so you would need to have a woman that is, of course, submissive and cooperative, that's going to do what you say. Okay, well, I need our household to run like this. I'm paying all the bills. I need dinner cooked at this time. I need the house clean. Whatever you desire.
Whatever's at stake. Yeah, that's right. Whatever's gonna run the household per his household. Whatever
per his household. That's your household.
Requirements. I pay the bills. I need you to do. We're supposed to be a team, man. All this. Yeah. Kendra bristles up at these notions and all this, like you supposed to just be thrown money at, or princess or something like that, or you as the the woman as the breadwinner and dictating what is not gonna be. That doesn't work either. Like it doesn't work in the situation of scarcity. Like she gotta carry the weight, or she's gonna overarchingly pay the cost just to be bossing everybody around. That's where the boss chick mentality comes in. But that's that'll be a whole nother video. Right.
Wait, let's continue.
I feel like if you're this is just the way that I feel like if you're older, why would you be with a woman who's like younger, prettier, and then want them to be 50-50? That's not 50-50 to me. So
okay, I guess that could be fair, because you obviously wouldn't make as much money as he's making.
Exactly.
Well, you see how she trying to ration out?
Let's do the
now. See her? Okay. See it?
I'm at a restaurant. Y'all can tell. I'll just do it.
Oh, okay. You're not making as much as money.
I'm gonna take off my jacket.
I thought she said black women make more money than black men. That was her last.
I really didn't think
rhetoric a few shows ago.
Say again.
You got to stand up,
honey
bunny.
Yeah, look, you have a nice shape.
Yeah, shape. Fit.
You look pretty.
Feminine, young, cooperative. Go ahead now.
Sunny,
Kevin Samuels would be proud.
We would.
No, I don't care.
You don't care? Okay. What was your last relationship?
It's like a year ago.
A year ago.
Puppy love.
You don't have to answer. Sunny, are you frozen?
I'm sorry, I just got a call. I'm sorry.
Okay. Sunny, you have to answer, but when's the last time you was intimate with someone?
I'm not gonna answer that.
Okay. There you go. Don't answer.
If they say you fire, you're getting 5 a.m.
A lady
in
the
comments, and they giving you hearts. You wouldn't give the attraction.
I mean, you could. Sure. It's just being classy. You ain't gotta go into all that.
You're so beautiful.
You don't have to. You're so
You don't
beautiful.
have to.
Baby girl.
Kendra, you're so beautiful.
Why do you think you're single?
I think I'm single because like I don't really go out like that, and then also the type of man I'm looking for, I don't think I'm really in their circle or in the places that they would be as much. So I think that kind of contributes to that.
Okay. And you don't have to.
Okay. So, honey bunny, you don't have to go out. You know, stay. I mean, obviously, you're gonna have to make yourself available to be found by this man that you're seeking. You know, I don't believe that women find a husband. I believe the husband finds you, but you have to make yourself available so you could be found. So, and I don't know where you're gonna be found at. I can't answer that. But the other side of that is that I want to say, like, you don't, like, when we think about going out, it's like being in the clubs and party, and you ain't got to do all that.
That's the same thing
You
I
know,
thought.
you ain't gonna find no husband in the clubs,
strolling around the clubs and all that. Remember, we had the other kid. It wasn't Kendra. Excuse me. This was from Ashley, around her age, and she was rolling around the cigar bars on non-family nights and all that vulture type behavior. She's not. This young lady's not engaged in any of that. Let me see.
And this is why she's so pleasant. Like, I know. Okay, she's asking for a man 20 years older. She don't want to pay no bills, but she's fit, feminine, friendly, cooperative. These are the type. This is what those men like that. This is what they're asking for.
For sure.
Men in general are asking for this, not just
not older men. I mean, younger men might not be able to put their finger on it.
Yes,
like, well, now we got all these terms now, but that's what men like. This is what men desire to a certain extent. You know
I mean, it may not be specifically her, but let's say the persona, like how she's presenting. Like I don't know if that's her natural hair or not, but it doesn't look outrageous.
It's nothing
not too long lashes.
Yeah, there's nothing egregious, right?
Right.
Not, she's not overly caked on jewels. I don't see any tattoos. I don't see, well, I'm not saying she doesn't have any, but they're not visibly in your face. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, her
she's
aesthetic,
presentable.
Right. That's the word. That's the
and she's not showing a whole bunch of skin.
No.
And that's a cute dress she got on.
Sure.
See, you can look cute and still be appropriate.
For sure. For
sure. Presenting. For this would be a woman that a man could take out to a nice date, take to church.
Right.
Take home to mama.
Correct.
She ain't got a shape shift or nothing.
Right. It's the being her asking to be with an older or wanting, desiring an older man, or even what she's asking for. It's not actually what she's asking for. It's probably how she's asking it or what she's willing to do to get it. Like she's not doing anything different than most young ladies who come out here or out here in the world. She's using her beauty or whatever with her attributes, let's say.
Yeah.
Which right now is her beauty, her femininity, and all that. Her willingness to cooperate, her youth, to line herself up, to future-proof herself. So she doesn't get to 35, 45, 50 wanting to come back into the pool. Like, she's trying to use what she got to line herself up in the proper way. See, the fallacy, like the other young lady, will bring her back up because they were about the same age. She's trying to get instant quick fixes and get a couple dollars here and a couple dollars here and give a little pud here and this and that and the third. Like, she's just all over with it. Like, she's lining herself up, using what she got to line up herself in the wrong manner. When this young lady is using what she has to line herself up in the right manner. So it's a big contrast. Like, they basically want the same thing. It's just what she's willing to do to get it. And with the other one, what she was willing to do, what her strategy and tactics were. It's a totally different thing. But it's a very key point. I don't even think, we might not even put that one out yet, but you guys will see it soon.
to answer, but I'm gonna. No, I already did that one. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I think a guy would be lucky to be with me because I'm open-minded. I'm always working on myself, whether it's like going to the gym or trying to eat healthy, trying to work on, my mind state, and
that's beautiful.
Work on just being argumentative and just being like an easy person to deal with and to be around. And I just like to have fun. I like to laugh and things like that. So I just don't want to be like a burden on anybody. I like to be like a positive rather than a negative in their life.
There you go,
an
girl.
asset rather than a liability.
People, Sunny.
Cool.
So
there you go, girl.
Let's run it down. Sunny's in Las Vegas, 21, a Sagittarius, no kids, works in customer service. She is clear she wants an older man. Desires to get married. When she gets married,
you gotta say it like that,
really
Kendra.
Doesn't want to work, but she will work.
Doesn't want to work
if he has his own business. Correct?
Exactly.
Didn't give a dollar amount, but did say she doesn't want to struggle, love life.
Smart. Really
the
smart
tone and tenor that Kendra, ma'am, Kendra. Okay, so this is the age that she needs to be looking for her a husband, Kendra. You got all that tone and tenor in your voice.
See, because Kendra declined. Kendra at 21, she passed. You know what I mean?
Kendra did tell a story of that she was going to potentially get married around this age. She was a few years older than this girl. She screwed it up.
Passed.
Basically, she screwed it up. So Kendra could have been married for 20-something years.
Yeah. True.
So if she would have took that opportunity.
Absolutely.
So as women, especially younger women, we cannot squander our beauty and our youth. It is fleeting.
There's a sand. There's an hourglass. There's sand in the hourglass. You're gonna have to capitalize on that while you can.
Right.
Especially, I'm not saying this is all she got, but while you got it, you better use it. But use it in the right way. Because it goes quick. You're hot at one point, and then you're not really quickly. So you got to, you gotta line yourself up right. And I think that's what she's doing. She's trying to line herself up. I'm gonna say it again, future proof. So when in 10, 15 years, she done already did whatever she had to do, and the bodies ain't add up. It wasn't an extended hot girl summer, and she wasn't just getting dinoed out.
Right.
Like she doesn't want that to be the case. So she's trying to line herself up for the right individual and get on the program and use what she has, a femininity, a beauty, youth, all of that to have good results.
And then the other part that I forgot to mention is because she keep harping about, she don't want to work. She's okay. She wants to be a housewife, stay-at-home mother, Kendra. Believe it or not, some women want to do that. Shoot.
Indeed.
Like I actually believe that, like, if we were to have kids together, I want to stay at home and take care of our children. I don't want to send them to daycare so I can go work a job.
Right.
No.
Again, your skill set, if you're skilled, we got to think smart. See, Kendra is smart. Think smart and Kendra in the same sentence. It doesn't actually go. But what should be the thought process is if you have a skill set and, you with a man or you have a husband and he has a business, why don't you apply your skill set to help the business grow? You're going to benefit from that more than anybody.
Yes.
You would rather her take her skill set to the corporate world and make other people millions and billionaires or rich, or they're going to benefit more from her sweat, her skill set, her attributes than her household. She should want to work with whatever's going on at the house because that she's going to benefit. She's going to be the beneficiary to everything that goes on great in that house. And if you could, you got skills, you got degrees, you got this, that, know-how, ambition, you're a resourceful woman, Well, why don't you have that same energy to be resourceful for your husband's business or the business that y'all are going to benefit from? You're going to take that to some corporation who's already making millions and billions, take your work for granted, eat off of you, and can replace you at any moment. You should want to apply that skill set to your business, the family business, whatever it is. Like, come on, Kendra. It's not that she doesn't want to work. She doesn't want to work in the corporate, outside in the corporate world with all of that nonsense going on there. Come on.
And that's what I was about to say. She wants to work. If he had a business, she wants to go work for him. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Like T just said, use your skills to be the benefit him, yourself. If you take care of him, he gonna take care of all of y'all.
Straight up.
So this is basically being a helpmeet. Okay, I have attributes, I have skills so that I can be an asset to you. I can help you in whatever manner or capacity that I need to.
Absolutely.
That's all that is.
That's it. That's it. And that falls under building with a man.
Right.
Hello. So that's, again, she's used the term. She don't want to build, but she said I would work with his business or whatever's going on. That's building with a man. Not building a man, but building with a man. So
yeah. I think she used it.
Yeah, interchangeably. See, that's why innocently, that's why I wanted to highlight that, because it's easy to get those two things confused. She wants to build with a man. She doesn't want to build a man.
Yeah.
So like I said, words have meaning. Then that one little, with the in between that, like that makes a big difference in what actually is going to happen, or what does that look like? What does it look like in real time? Like building a man, terrible. Building with a man is what you should be wanting to do, or should want to do.
Us to be able to travel. And I mean, we can already, guesstimate in our heads the kind of man that can afford the lifestyle. And basically, there's no 50-50. He's taking care of all the bills. And you would not date a man that's 25 then?
Preferably not. I mean, I know that there is younger guys with money. I'm so sorry. But like I was saying, I know that there's younger guys with money, but I like the maturity that comes with someone that's older.
Have you ever dated a man in his 40s?
Beautiful.
Dated, yes.
And what happened in those circumstances?
Look at the hyena. Look how she bounced.
Look at it. Look.
Seriously, date. It was like gone out on a date, but with no.
Okay, listen.
She's 21. Kendra.
Saying earlier, you have daddy.
How many dates?
How y'all figure that? Now, where do y'all pull that out your ass?
Possible.
But look at her response.
You and your dad close?
No.
Oh, okay. Do you know your dad?
I do know him, but we're not close. But it's possible. I mean, if that's how you guys think, then that's fine. But I'd rather not sit here and be with a man my age so I can get pregnant and he can't take care of the baby and just be in situations that a lot of people are in. So I'd rather not take advice from a lot of people.
Ether.
Go ahead and clap back. Go ahead.
I caught the shade.
She just ethered y'all.
She don't want to have a baby by a guy her age that can't take care of the baby like a lot of people. I was going to say this. You seem very wise beyond your years.
She just said she was mature.
I get that a lot, and I don't like to say it because I'd rather someone else come to that conclusion about me.
Well, no, I mean, here's the deal. I talk to a lot of people, and what people don't realize, I know I make it look easy, but it's really a gift. But to be able to sit in a chair and
Kendra, you don't make this look easy.
Idea. I don't know where you're calling from, your age, your ethnicity, your background, but able to articulate a conversation. That's a talent in itself. And one thing I will say is, to be 21, you're very poised, and whether it's daddy issues or not, you are thinking this through. It's like you're not just throwing these ideas in the world. Like, you are backing up every reason for your request. And I mean, with that being said, I mean, kudos to you in that accord. You're not just around here like, no, you're like, no, I want an older man, which is true. Older men are going to be more mature. They will have the finances. They might be ready to settle down at that time. You're a beautiful girl. Most older men that have a certain amount of money tend to want girls who are cute and pretty like you.
Thank you.
Look at the
I appreciate that. And it's like, you know, I'm trying, like, even me being young, like, you know, I try to like stay in the gym and just do certain things because I know that if I'm asking for certain things out of someone, I want to be able to bring something good to the table as well. You know?
Right.
There you go.
I would just say this though. Just make sure you are aware of all the components, right?
See, here we go. Here we
go.
Older man, here goes the dark cloud.
More controlling. You know, there might be other things that you have to listen. Everything isn't always Disney World, so you go and give up something to get something. So just be
she just said she willing to bring something to the table
and all the things that may come along with it.
No, see, Ken, I know what Kendra's trying to say.
What you're willing to tolerate and build with. I do think if you really,
she trying to discourage her. That's what she's trying to do.
What she's trying to say, she didn't want to say it in this manner, but she's trying to say, oh, the other things that come with it and what you got to give up. So she's basically painting that you a prisoner, that color. She's painting the color purple right here. Oh, God. He's older. You're going to be under his thumb and he's more controlling, no freedom. He got money. He got other women, like that type of, that's all she was trying to say. That's all she was trying to interject without saying it outright. You know, I guess she has a somewhat of a fondness. This young lady didn't rub her the wrong way. But if she did, she would have said all of that, what I just said, in the manner I said it. She just didn't want to come out like that. But that's steering. This young lady thought about what she said. She know what she want. We don't have this pushback when we come with these. Oh, I want him to make $1 million a minute. I got 8 kids. And he can't tell nobody nothing and all this delusional nonsense that goes on in the show. But when you got a young lady with a bunch of prospects in front of her, with a whole life in front of her, with the right mindset, as we could see, it's gonna chafe Kendra the wrong way too. And she was this young lady at one point. See, and you got to remember, if we go back in the timeline, I believe this was before she made her purchase, Kendra, that is, and you know, excuse me, not made her purchase. Pardon me. Before she got into this relationship, so she was still a little chafed, and you know, she 48, 49 years old right here, and this girl 21. She got the whole world ahead of her. She's probably hot, popping. You old and out of in the background somewhere, frozen eggs. Yeah, there you go, gatekeeping.
She gatekeeping. See, okay, this is older women that ain't got no man. Do they gatekeep? Because this lady, she wants the man that would be in Kendra's age range. They want these men. Since they didn't settle down in their 20s and would have been 20 years married by this time, they upset. And they want these men in this, because they don't really, these will be the same women that believe that you can't date. Oh, you have to date a man that's the same age, same this, same that. Everything got to be the same.
Kendra, for sure.
Like, we as women, most women, we prefer older men. Like me and T got an age gap.
Yeah,
he's 9 years older than me.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So we prefer older men for the reasons that she listed. Like, I need somebody to coach me and teach me. I don't know everything about life.
Not at all. Not at all.
And if he's going to be the head of the household, he's going to be leading me. And I need to trust that he got the experience, you know, and
leadership
and the leadership.
Yeah, you should have experience. You don't want to have a blind leading a blind situation. And I'm not, again, I don't want to throw a blanket on my younger brothers and youngsters listening and to say you can't lead as a 25-year-old. But what I'm saying is, your leadership got to be tested. Your decision making and everything that it's gonna, you know, you have to have a resume. It has to play out over some time. Yeah. You might be a leader at 22, but you never led nobody. So yeah, embrace a whole family situation, a dynamic, a wife, kids at 22. In today's times, we have a lot of suspended adolescence. So you might be ready to do it, but you haven't actually done it. When you get in a situation, it might take you aback. You might not know how to react. Some brothers get it off the rip. They was raised right. They, took to it right. The teaching from, the men in their life or whoever was over them that imparted what they needed to impart. It might be showing at a young age, but you actually have to do it. An older man, experienced, been around the block twice. That's what she's looking for. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But men, like you said, men in Kendra's age group want women of this age.
Yes.
And women of Kendra's group, they don't want to date men that are 60, 70 years old.
Right.
20 years from Kendra is like 70. She wouldn't date a man that's 70 years old. It's not as attractive to them. You understand what I'm saying?
They want men their age, around their age, and those men
or even younger.
Their age or younger. They don't want women of that age.
It doesn't add up. They don't do that. They don't really do that. Well,
so wrong, right, or indifferent. That's just how it plays out. I'm sorry. I don't make the rules.
No, it's a natural. That's like a nature thing. In your nature, like that's what you want. Not what you want, but that's something that's more common. Older woman, younger man. Older man, younger woman. Older women and younger men that's just for fun. Like they date the young dudes for fun. It's nothing. He can't teach you nothing. You've been around the block 6 times more than him. What he gonna teach you?
Right. Right. I really do feel as though you have daddy issues. Therapy wouldn't hurt because you don't want to pick somebody off of a crutch, or off of circumstance. And I do think sometimes, although I do think you are mature, life experience is the best teacher. It just is what it is, no matter how mature you are. So there is a man that is in his 40s that's been on this world longer, can manipulate you easier. So you want to fall into that.
Oh my God.
Therapy and manipulation.
That's completely true. And I've kind of weighed like my options, my pros and cons. Okay, I could date a man that's younger who, might look better and, et cetera, like all this stuff. So it's pros and cons to everything. And, it's life. So maybe I'll try it out with an older man. If I don't like it, it's life. And I'll just learn that way. So
that's all you can
do. All right, Sunny, let's
learn.
Go. They like you, girl. You got to pop it, honey. Sunny in Las Vegas, 21, Sagittarius, customer service, no kids, 40 and up. Give them your
no kids. Can we say that louder? She got no kids.
Instagram, and I did. It's Sunny Valid. So just Sunny, my name, and then Valid after.
Sunny Valid.
No kids.
For the guy that is interested, that is how you reach her. Keep me posted on what goes, bro.
Okay, thank you so much, Kendra. Have a good
bye, baby girl.
Look.
We don't need no postscript.
Keep going. Listen.
Oh boy.
And all the women, it is what it is, child.
What's the deal?
We hear men in that age category normally requesting women in her age category. So I always love to pick the brain when the woman is requesting that age category as well. All right, let's keep going.
Final thoughts on Miss Sunny Las Vegas.
Sunny seems like she's got the right mentality. She knows what she wants, why she wants it, what she wants out of life. It seems like, she's young, got a beauty, youth, femininity, everything seems to be intact. So I think, she would have great prospects. Matter of fact, this was a year ago. I would probably venture to say Sunny probably off the market right now. I would hope so. Kudos to Sunny. As a young lady, it's refreshing to see our younger sisters on this. Not a woman who's been through the mill and at 57, now you want to do all of this.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like she's got it like at a young age.
At a young age.
She picked up exactly, what she wants to be, or she sees it. And like I said, I don't want to throw blanket statements about our younger brothers. That's not true. Some younger brothers, big paws on the puppy. They got everything that she's looking for at a young age. But I'm saying you got to be through the fire a little bit. You're going to have to prove that you can lead or know your worth and what you're trying to accomplish as well. So that's what the younger a younger woman like that would be probably better served to be with somebody a little older. And Kendra, we saw, you know, she went from therapy to taking advantage of you and all this crazy stuff. Like, that wasn't even in play. And if that would happen to the young lady, she would course correct. She's 21. She dates a guy who's 45. It don't work out. She might can say, all right, well, I'm going to go date somebody 28 or 31. It's life. She can still form and move around. She's still malleable. No children, no baggage, no none of that. So she had good prospects. But I saw a little bit of that sourness that you got to peep that. You know, my sisters, when you talking to these, getting counsel from older women, it does help you to look at that woman's situation, because you can get a lot of bitterness and, like she said, Queen said, gatekeeping, or they're gonna give you bad advice. They ain't gonna tell you the truth. They might give you the bad advice because they don't want you to do better than them. It just is what it is, you know. And that's all I got to say about it. Queen, you can give your final thoughts.
Right. I keep saying pleasant, like. Even one of the comments said, when she smiled, I smile. And I just found myself smiling throughout this interview that she did. Like, no, I'm not saying this girl is perfect or anything like that, but she's refreshing, because all the videos we watched of Kendra,
pretty much,
these chicks be on some other type of time. They boss chicks, hyenas, masculine, rough,
haggard, ran through, bitter, beat down, jaded,
baby mama. Like, they all that. And this girl was so refreshing to watch. Like, I just found myself smiling throughout the interview, and I feel like Kevin Samuels would be proud of her. R.I.P. to the Godfather. Sure. Because this is the age where you're supposed to be looking for this type of. She's looking for a husband, or she want to be. Let me say it. She want to be found by her husband.
Right.
And okay, I think my husband would be someone that's going to be older, so he can teach me. Like, she's thought about all of this. They tried to hit her with the sugar daddy comment. Okay, well, maybe, but I really want a husband.
Bingo.
So I think, I think she shouldn't even say nothing about the sugar daddy. If you want a husband, stand your ground on that. You ain't got to have no sugar daddy. That don't have to be accepted practice just because you're young.
Word.
Oh, is he older and you young? It's a sugar daddy.
It's implied. It's automatically implied. Right?
You're wanting to be found by your husband. That is perfectly fine.
There you go.
So I don't know. She was so refreshing, and we just really wanted to bring this to you because we watched this last year when it came out, and of course we didn't have our channel then, but we saved it. It was like we need to speak on this, and so here we are. I liked her, and she gives me hope for the next. She gives me hope for the future. She really does. I mean, this girl gives me hope. So hopefully, some more younger ladies. There is another younger lady around her age that we watched that has the similar mindset. And we might bring that one to you later in the future as well. But this girl, she gave me hope that my sisters, that we are trying to do better.
Yeah.
That we want to work with Black men, and we want to be married. We want to get this marriage rate up amongst Black women. We want to have families.
It's fair.
We want to be the loudest one. The lionesses want to be the loudest one.
Right.
And drown out these hyenas with their foolishness.
That's true. Very true. Bring that back. Make that normal again. We gotta reprogram and get our youngsters back on the right path. Yeah, definitely. Well, in the event, you heard what we think. More importantly, we want to know what you guys think. So please leave it down there in the comments. Let us know if we were on base, off base. If you agree, disagree. We got 360-degree thinkers on this platform. Free thought is always number one supported here. Leave a like on your way out. Sub up if you choose to. We will be back real soon with some more KendraG's foolishness. Real soon. This one was from the archives, and just wanted to bring you a dichotomy of, some other guests. But we'll be back real soon. We thank y'all for coming out. We appreciate y'all, and y'all have a good night.